Fellas! These are women's sunglasses. I don't know, wear them anyway because they have really, really good polarization in them. Like, I could be staring at a gosh darn nuclear bomb and I'd be just like, So right now, I'm driving to, drumroll, I'm driving, it's Valentine's Day today, I'm driving to go see a girl. Yeah, I said it. I'm sorry. Put down the pitchforks, okay? This is totally shattering my entire personal dogma of anti-simpitude, but here we are. Met her 2 weeks ago, and here I am driving 2 hours to go. Yeah, I really shouldn't out myself like this, but then again, it is a 2-hour drive. I gotta pass the time somehow, so why not throw a little car talk rant in the mix of whatever video I decided to put this in. I'm only doing it because anytime I've ever been, let's say, talking to a girl, it's never been around Valentine's Day. For some reason, the way life has worked out for me, it's always been around other times of the year. So for this instance, I'm like, well, probably should spend at least one Valentine's Day with a female, you know? Gotta live a little bit every now and then. Quote me on that. Everything is like super yellow with these on. It's kind of weird. Kind of cool though. It's like I'm living in a Lyrical Lemonade album. Oh, that's a good line. That was a good line off the dome right there. Good job. I impressed myself. I'm doing a bad thing right now. I'm talking with gum in my mouth. My cotillion teacher would be furious. But how you doing? Huh? Doing good? Is it like super glary right now? I hope not. Cause you're looking right at the sun. Am I just like a silhouette? Well, since we're here, since we find ourselves in this situation, how about a little philosophy talk, huh? Listening to a podcast the other day. That's how all of my little tangents start with. Listening to a podcast the other day, heard this quote, and it really kind of made the gears start turning. Here's the quote. You know that if you lived in a different time frame, a different time period, in a different location, with different friends, and read different books, that you would have a different set of beliefs, right? Just kind of a given. If you lived in medieval Europe and you spoke Italian and your job was an indentured servant to a wine grower or a grape farmer, you would probably have pretty different beliefs than you do living in 2024, you know, you'd probably have pretty different beliefs than you do today living in 2024 in, I don't know, frickin' Huntsville, Alabama, or some other nondescript random town in some state. Or maybe you live in a different country, I don't know. Shout out the homies from Kenya. And yet, since you understand that you would have different beliefs if all of those circumstances were different, you still believe that your current beliefs are correct. Let that marinate for a second. If you lived in a different time, with different friends, read different books, different location, you would have a different set of beliefs than you do right now, and yet you still think that your current set of beliefs are correct. An example of this would be Islam was founded, I want to say in the 5th, 6th, or 7th century. Okay? Now, let's say you're a follower of Islam, you're a Muslim. If you're a Muslim today, that's great. But let's say you lived before the inception of Islam. Would you still be a Muslim? No, you wouldn't. You'd be something else. And you would still think that whatever you were doing, this is the way to do it. You'd probably be a Catholic, a Christian, or who knows what, whatever was hot at the time. But if you're a Muslim today, you're like, oh no, Muslim's the way to go. So Muslim's the way to go. That's a funny sentence to say. You get what I'm saying though? It just kind of puts things in perspective about how inconsequential our secular perspectives are. Because it's like, it's only a product of whatever environment you live in. It really makes things seem a little less important. And I don't want to sound all nihilistic on you. Just a little food for thought. Alright, I could probably film. This clip could be like 2 hours long if I let it. I could just keep going. But I don't want to do that because this this clip is not really going to have a lot of significance to whatever video I import it into. Probably going to be a workout that I do tomorrow night. I just thought I would include it because it seems kind of silly. So whenever I talk to you next, I'll kind of update you vaguely on what goes down. But, all right. Oh, I like the yellow. I was going to take them off, but it's a lot clearer. Okay. All right. Did you know that when astronauts come into space and they land in the United States, they have to go through customs and border patrol? Even if they're like United States astronauts, when they come back into space and they land in the United States, they have to go through customs and stuff. Isn't that kind of crazy? There's a little fact for the day, huh? Well, I suppose you're probably wondering about the update. You're wondering what happened after the filming of the last clip you just saw. Well, truthfully, it was a pretty mellow... Oh, damn it. I need gas. Truthfully, it was a pretty mellow Valentine's Day. Although I don't really know what those are supposed to be like, but it didn't really feel that exciting. I mean, it was fun. It's a good time. That's all I'll say about that. You're never going to guess where we're going. We're going to the gas station first because I need to get gas. But then we're going to the gym. What? I tell you what, I've been shedding water weight like crazy. Since I started just doing the little bit of Stairmaster before my workouts, a little 20 minutes or so. Dude, I was like 199. Now, I'm like, I actually didn't weigh this morning, but I felt light. I weighed about an hour ago after I already, ate stuff today, and I was like 195.6 or something. Pretty sure that's what it was. Which means I probably lost like 5 pounds of water weight, which is a little, I don't know, kind of makes all that weight that I gained feel a little less genuine, but whatever. I'm feeling great. Feeling a whole lot better. Feeling not so sluggish all the time, Oh, wait. Look, I got a little ducky. She gave me a little rubber ducky. It has, it says, what does it say on there? It says like Valentine's something. I'm a lucky duck. I'm a lucky duck, boys. This duck is gonna become a mascot on this channel, on this car. He's gonna be a staple. All right. He's staying in here. And oh shit, rumble strips. I'm not paying attention. He's gonna sit right on the dash, looking at me. I mean, you can't see him, but I can. He's sitting right here. Today's the day after Valentine's Day. I drove home, got back at probably noon today. And oh my God. I slept from the second I got home till like 5:45. From like noon. It was like a 6-hour nap nearly. Not even nap. I didn't sleep much last night. So, So I'm a little behind today. I'm running behind. I'm catching up. It's 10 p.m. and I'm going to the gym. So, and I don't even have caffeine. This is stim-free pre-workout in here. So we got all the odds. We got all the cards stacked against us tonight. But I had my rice cakes. So, and I had a brownie before I left. So we got the carbs in the system primed to give me a pump. I think we're gonna do chest and back tonight. And I'm gonna be intentional. I'm gonna be smart with it, and I'm gonna get a good pump, and that's just how it's gonna be. There's no other sequence of events that are possible with that kind of mindset. I don't really, full transparency, I kind of just want to listen to music right now, so I'll just see you at the gym.
Here's the main event. You would say that every epic footlong deserves a perfect sidekick. You're less than 5,280 footlong churros from the nearest subway.
I seriously don't want to be here right now. I'm fighting demons. Like, I was driving here and I was kind of pumped to like do a workout, and then the second I got in the parking lot, I just got super deflated and was like, I don't want to go in. But yet, I've crawled myself under the Stairmaster, trying to get my heart rate up, and then maybe I'll have some energy to do an actual workout. I mean, it's 11 p.m., but then again, I took a 6-hour nap today, so I shouldn't be complaining. This is about the last thing on earth I want to be doing, is stepping up 100 flights of stairs on a Stairmaster, listening to Lil Yachty. Fun fact for you. Did you know that every second of every day, on average, a Chili's restaurant location sells a hamburger? Every second of every day, on average. Like some seconds it's like 12 burgers to make up for the hours when they're closed, I guess. But I guess time zones would make it so there's always one open, at least somewhere around the world. I don't know exactly the logistics of the statistic. I just heard it and I thought it was mind-blowing. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I. These are 95s. If I'm able to get like 10 of these, I'll be happy. I lost count. I don't know if I'm at 9 or 8. I lost count. Is that 10? I don't know. Dude, I want ice cream. Are we 100% confident that dinosaurs were real? I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna do a different exercise. I'm not feeling this right now. Bro, did you hear about Baby Gronk? Baby Gronk rizzed up Livy Dunn. What the fuck am I saying? I have a crush on Jackson Mahomes. Did I say that out loud? Okay. And we out.
I already drove all the way home. I didn't have the energy to talk. I just listened to the entirety of Lil Yachty's psychedelic rock album on the drive home, and I was just in the zone. It was kind of a vibe, honestly. But there are still a couple things I want to talk about. Like, actually, that's light. The light is really bright. Hold on. Oh, that's a lot better. Like, something kind of crazy happened to me today. I was driving home from where I was and I stopped at a gas station, and right as I pulled into the gas station, I got an alert on my car saying engine oil low. Put some engine oil just in the thing. And since I have a European BMW, kind of happens every few thousand miles or so, you just buy like a little thing of oil, you just squirt it in the engine. Yeah, so I had to do that. But problem is I kind of like messed up the front of my car, or like for some reason it just doesn't, the hood is like really temperamental and doesn't want to open sometimes. So I was sitting there in the gas station parking lot trying to get the hood open. The latch wouldn't come undone. It was messing with me. And right as I'm sitting there struggling, this guy pulls up in like a tiny like smart card type of thing, and it was filthy. And this absolute character of a guy gets out of the car. I don't know how exactly to describe him without sounding stereotyping. I don't want to stereotype him, but okay. Imagine what Jamie Foxx would look like if he was like 70 years old and had really bad hygiene. You got that picture in your head? Okay. That's basically what he looked like. He comes out the car and he sees me struggling. He goes, "You need help?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, if you think you can help me, then go for it." So he gets under there and he starts going at it. He starts trying to do it, and I'm like kind of talking to him like, "Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't want to work." And then all of a sudden he got it. Like, it just boom. I was like, "Okay, wizard man, I guess." I was shocked. And right as he opens it, he looks to me and he says, "Can you buy me some gas?" And initially I was like, I'm in a pickle now, aren't I? Am I about to get robbed? But I could have took him, right? I mean, I had a few inches on him and about 50 years less aging. I said, how much gas do you need? And he's like, "Oh, I just need like $5 worth to fill up a little gas can." I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, okay." You help me, community service. And he seemed like he needed the gas. I went in and I put $5 on the pump that he wanted, and he pumped out a little $5 gas, and I went up and I was like, "All right, bye. Like, there's your gas." Shook his hand. He's like, "Thank you, sir." That was kind of it. Moral of the story is, I got some good karma coming my way. So be on the lookout for that. Something else I was thinking about. I was driving by a gas station and I saw a Redbox, one of those Redbox movie things. I'm like, and I guess I just don't notice them. I kind of just like, they kind of blend into whatever environment they're in. But I kind of like really thought about it. I go, who's using these? Like, they can't be profitable. They can't be. I can't even imagine who's using them. Because nowadays it's like everything's streaming and everything. And if it's not streaming, you're pirating it, right? Like, who's using actual CDs? It's ridiculous. I mean, I remember back in the day, those used to be kind of like the hot thing to get. Like, we're going to the Redbox tonight. Strap in, right? Pick any movie you want, even video games. And it was like $1. It was like $1 or something. Yeah, it was something stupid cheap. It used to be pretty cool. Simpler times, back when iCarly was on the air. I feel like once iCarly stopped airing episodes, that's kind of when life got hard for us Gen Zers, you know? It also kind of coincided with TikTok, kind of around the same time. Musically, I guess Musically came first, right? And then TikTok. I think once Musically entered the fray, that's when all our problems began. Yep. All right, that's it. That's a weird thing to end it on, but ooh, me and Mr. Duck, we say goodbye. Say goodbye, Mr. Duck. He's shy today, I guess. Okay, bye.